Okay, hello everyone, Tsuki here, back. I was hanging out in the lavender beds, and now we're gonna go ahead and enter Haukke Manor. Just got the queue. Alright, just had to check something right there. Sorry if the audio cut out for a bit. And yeah, I love this dungeon. It is just, I love the aesthetics of it. It is so great. I also loved, it was one of the first hard mode dungeons we got at level 52. I guess spoilers, kinda, not really. Is it really spoilers saying we got another variant of this dungeon? I mean, it's just basically just a haunted house, which is just, it's so much fun. Oh man, I love Haukke Manor. I'm kind of upset that there isn't a like a dedicated gear set for this area, because it'd be so great. I would totally love doing this over and over again. All right, we need the no. Okay, we want to kill the maid servants first, just because they do that big AoE, and if you don't stun it, and you happen to be in it, I think it inflicts terror on you, which is, I mean, it's basically like a fancy stun. It's basically what, I mean, it's basically what terror is. It makes it so that you just stand in place for a while. No diurnal sect at level 31. I think it's level 30, right? Although I'm not sure it actually does anything. It gives you a healing boost, I guess. Because you don't get aspected benefit until 34. Again, question mark. Also, what up with the big pulls? Does I guess Bard, yeah, it is a Bard. Bard has quick knock, so there you go. And overpower, I guess, from the warrior. And I'm just sitting here doing single target because I got nothing. I'd get an AoE like ninjutsu once I get my second mudra at 35, and then I think I get my AoE global cooldown at like 40 something. So not anywhere close to now. Also, we could be doing a lot more damage. This bard was dotting things, because dots and procs are basically the majority of bard's damage. Like, heavy shot is really just there for filler's sake. Kind of like how dots and pet actions are the majority of summon damage, rather than ruin. It was kind of weird how the audio or music just completely cut out there. That was really weird. Now there's no music at all. There's actually a lot of optional rooms in this dungeon. There's really nothing in them. I think maybe one or two of the chests might have like ethereal grade gear, but I'm not like overly concerned about that kind of stuff. Like I said, if this dungeon had its own gear set, it'd be great. Like the next dungeon, it's at level 32. It's Brave Fox Longstop. That has its own dedicated gear sets, which is, the gear sets are alright in that dungeon. You should have both your dots by now at level 30. Windbite is level 30. We got both the handmaidens there. And these actually do a lot of damage too. They inflict a pretty potent poison. So definitely top priority. Actually, I don't know if I can silence it with Jugulate, the big AoE terror thing. Just going in. Alright. Didn't get my Gush Slash in time. Oh well. Come on, dots. Where are the dots? There you go. There are the dots. Good job. I think this boss has a point blank AoE too. I think I can stun it though. Yeah. I don't think my stun's gonna be up in time for the next Dark Mist. Or it'll just be dead. Also, apparently, silencing it worked. Hey, look at that! That's nice. It's like, slightly better. Get more secondary stats. And we can actually jump down to the left here. If you want to skip all these things on the stairs. Or you can also jump down here. Apparently we aggroed that stuff on the stairs. I think the Astrologian accidentally targeted them. Look at all those cooldowns. Definitely need all of them. I wish I had my AoE ability. I wish I had dots too. That'd be great. I miss Mutilate. Yeah, the big thing. The like dots and like buffs were like a lot of those things were like cold when it came to Stormblood. Which I guess it was in an effort to make the jobs a little more approachable. I mean, there's still a couple jobs that are still kind of really difficult or complex rather. Like Machinist and Summoner are probably the two most difficult jobs to get a firm handle on, in my opinion. Like in terms of job mechanics, like obviously healers and tanks have their own just role responsibilities to deal with as well that make those jobs harder, even though for the most part their base like job is fairly simple. Like Warrior is Warriors actually gets easier the higher you go. Like once you get to level 70 as Warrior, it's actually a lot of the difficulties of Warrior, a lot of the nuance of it, you can pretty much don't even have to worry about it just because of how one ability is changed once you get to level 70. Yeah. Unfortunately, like I felt like I really liked how a lot of the jobs were back in Heaven's Word, and unfortunately, a lot of those changes got that, well, changed, I guess, in Stormblood. You'll constantly hear me talk about how I liked this job and this job better in Heaven's Word. And there are a handful of jobs I think I like better in Stormblood. But in my opinion, I think Heaven's Word had a lot of fun job mechanics. And I didn't think that any job was too difficult to learn back in Heaven's Word. I like how I haven't like had any problems with TP. Actually, I don't know, maybe the bard would cast Tactician. So yeah, this is the only door you need to open out of all of the optional doors. You get a bunch of tiny keys you can grab all around the dungeons, and they open optional rooms which have enemies or have treasure in them that can hold potions as usual, or ethereal grade here, which it's nice, not necessary. Most people who are running these dungeons now just basically take the routes they need to take, kill what they need to kill, and then get out. Most people don't do the optional stuff, and I feel like Square Enix has kind of learned about that because they don't really do a whole lot of optional side areas in dungeons anymore, just judging by the more current dungeon designs they've made. Yeah, the Mana Jester, it's better to kill the Mana Jester first just because it does magic damage for the most part, which it's a lot harder to mitigate magic damage, is what I'm trying to say. Dark Knight actually has a really good magic damage cooldown. But other than that, there were a lot of abilities that don't work on magic. Like, they kind of changed that. Like before, like Paladin, the only job who can block, I guess technically, Thaumaturge and Kundra, you could block. You had shields, like they got rid of shields for White Mage and Black Mage and all that. I think in 2.2 they just decided we're gonna get rid of shields. Maybe 2.3. But yeah, they decided to get rid of shields because shields are annoying. Shields are very, very annoying to deal with because you have to basically get both, and it's just annoying. And common practice for this, once you kill this, we need to head back up to the stairs at the beginning of the dungeon, so everyone just hits return. If you don't have return, or you don't want to use return, the other way is basically just run back the way you came. I don't need this. I could use this, I guess. There might be a cutscene. I don't actually remember if there's a cutscene entering the boss room, but if there is, I'll have to edit that back in. I don't think there's any big story cutscenes. Yeah. I don't think there's any big story cutscenes for Brayflox. I just realized I was talking there, and it would have gotten cut off because of how I was editing things. Yeah, but I don't think there's any big cutscenes for the next story dungeon, which is Brayflox. Also, if I had stopped to watch the cutscene, like, this tank, he doesn't care. He pulled the boss immediately as I was skipping the cutscene anyway, so. Although they did add the ability to enter boss rooms if you if you happen to get locked out for any reason. We're gonna get ads spawning here in a bit. Yeah, we definitely don't want these lamps going off. They actually don't do a whole lot of damage, but they can be extremely annoying. You don't have to kill these candles either. Like, they do damage, but they will explode and blow themselves up after a while. And then I would recommend focusing the handmaidens because they do fire too, which can be quite devastating, especially if your tank is slow on picking them up. Or I guess Void Fire 3 is what it's called. Look at all those AoEs. Fun. And then the Manor Sentry will actually cast Stone Skin on the boss. I think I can just Limit Break. Watch me get hit with Dark Mist or something. All these dungeons were a lot more fun when we weren't like overgeared for everything. That goes for every fight basically. I like how I finally got those those daggers from before. What is this? An axe? I'm not gonna use the axe. Cutscene? Ascian of the 12th Staff. Our investigation finally led us somewhere. I'll just waddle off, like my entire body's just cut off from the bottom of the screen. You just see my head just kind of bobbing back and forth. Like how I just accept that too, is like, oh yeah, Ascians and all. I'm just gonna go waddle off now. Oh yeah, I used return back in the dungeon. It's not that far. I do share the sentiment that they should make sprint either unlimited or cooldown faster in city states and residential areas and stuff like that. That'd be really nice. That'd be really, really nice. Really, really helpful. because I mean it used to be like sprint lasted 20 seconds and I think it was only 30 seconds, but it ate all your TP, which obviously doesn't matter because you're not going to be battling anybody in town. I don't know, it would just be nice. Any sanctuary, your sprint cools down faster or something. I don't know. That sounds like it'd be really hard to program, at least in city states and residential areas. Since they're their own zones, you could probably make that a little easier. I don't know. It'd be nice. Quality of life change. Just makes getting around town a little less tedious. Hey, I killed your master and all. Oh, look at that. He is going to turn himself into the authorities. I guess after he finished his contemplating things. He's just going to sit on this bench for now, though. Alright, now we can head back to the Waking Sands. Let's go. Let's see, let me check how long we've been recording so far. Solid 21 minutes or so. 22 almost. We could finish up soon and just make this a nice little short video. Those are always nice, especially for my uploading. Uploading big chunky videos, while satisfying, is also it can be a little bit of a pain just because of how long it takes. Thankfully, YouTube does have a system where if you do cancel an upload, I think if you restart the upload within 24 hours, it resumes. So I've been using that I guess system. I don't even know how to describe it. I've been using that to my advantage, I guess. Enter the Waking Sands. Yes, I will. Thancred still contemplating things. Contemplating. Ooh. Okay, I think we're gonna start off on the Titan quest line and helping Y'shtola. And yeah. So I'm actually going to take a seat. I'm surprised the Waking Sands doesn't count as its sanctuary, But I'm going to go ahead, take a seat here, and yeah, end the video here. Take a break, get some water, and maybe a snack, and then we'll see where we go from there. Maybe I'll record a little more when I get back. We'll see. But until the next video, thank you all for watching. Haukke Manor, one of my favorite dungeons. Kind of blew past it really quickly, but I still enjoyed it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully More interesting stuff to come. Sayonara, bye bye.